Morning, welcome back to the Jolly Boys YouTube channel, and again we'll be talking about some things I've done on the CT125 today. As some people have requested, they want a bit more detail about the rear fuel and water carrier, so I'm going to give you what I've done and how I did it, or how we did it, and the pros and cons and what I think of it so far. As you can see, my actual container carries 3 litres of water, 3 litres of fuel, which suits my purpose. I didn't want a large container. I wanted it to fit quite flat with any bags or boxes I had on the back, so that's the reason why I chose to use the smaller containers. And also, as you know, the tank capacity on this bike is huge, so for me I was thinking, well, you only need 3 litres, that's going to get me most places anyway, so I don't need to have a big container. So me and one of the guys in the group, a guy called Pairoj, we came up with this idea, and here it is. It's very simply a piece of steel which has been bent. I think Pairoj actually welded this, welded the corners in, but you could just bend one piece of steel around. It's 3/4 inch steel pipe, and what he's done is he's put onto it a clamp system. So you can see here he's put a clamp which goes over the side of the rear carrier, put a bolt through it, and then just crank down on the actual rear carrier. He's got like a dog leg system there, so it takes it out from the actual bike itself, and there's no attachment to the rear, as you can see here. The previous version I did of this attached to the rear sort of reflector there, and it didn't work, it bent. So we went for something a bit more robust, and this is why Pairoj built this. It's welded steel, and I've just come back from like a 1,000-kilometer trip and some of the worst tracks you can imagine in Cambodia. The bike fell over. This thing did not bend, it did not do anything, it just simply sat there because it's tough. The little pieces you're seeing here with the tape and stuff, all that is pieces of rubber wrapped in tape, just to stop any rattling of the actual carriers when they're empty. So that's all that is. The actual dimensions of this thing is as follows. I've got my piece of paper. The width of it is 40 centimeters, including the turns, the bends. The depth is 21 centimeters, and the center beam here, which actually holds the containers, from the top it's down about 9 centimeters. I didn't put any container supports on here because they simply didn't need it, and again, just putting additional weight on or additional steel on just didn't make any sense, so I didn't bother. And I've used it for probably 6 months now, and it's not done anything. It's not moved, it's not bent, it's not done a thing. I'll show you the clamp a bit better, and that's it. That's the clamp. It just fits underneath. You see what he's done there? He's fitted it underneath the carrier, so there's actually support in itself, and it's just a big bolt go through there and just crank it down, and that's all it is. The other reason I left this gap here with nothing at the back is because I like to put my first aid kit in there, and it attaches to the center one here. I just crank it down on a strap, and that's my first aid kit, and my pump as well just attaches inside there. Originally I attached it to you can see where the little toolkit goes. I put it on there originally, but that is so badly made that it just wouldn't support it, so I took it off. And that's it. That's all it is. Very simply made, very, very tough, tubular steel, 3/4 inch. That's all you need.